Hello and welcome back to the Linux Panic YouTube channel. In this video we are going to attempt to bring back to life an old piece of hardware in the form of this laptop using Linux. But first, before we proceed any further into the video, I'd like to thank my channel member Mislav. I get early access to videos such as this one right here, as well as a little badge next to the name when they comment on videos and live streams, and they also get priority response to comments. Maybe you could get that too. Anyway, on to the video. Now, what I have here is a Dell Studio 1537, so 37 and 47. It originally shipped with Windows Vista, and it has a Intel Centrino 2 inside. Now, what I'm doing is I'm going to attempt to install Linux on here, because previously this had CentOS. Well, this still does technically have CentOS on it. I need to wait for this to wake up because there we go. Okay, cool. So what you see on your screen is what I'm seeing here. Now, as you can see here, if I just do that, it is the same thing. So first thing we're going to do actually is we're going to do try Ubuntu, just so we can fix the monitor issue, the display issue. Because for some reason, Arch Linux works fine, but I may have butchered the disk, so I'm just running it with I'm just running Ubuntu on it. Well, just sort of make sure. So yes, that is indeed why I needed to come over to a desktop with a graphical interface, because what you're seeing over there is not actually what it is, just mirror at name resolution. Okay, so apply. Let's just then pick it up. Cool. There we go. So what you see now is exactly what I'm seeing, which is good, which is what we want. So first things first, we are going to just and then let's do network is unreachable. Shall we try that again? There we go. Ethernet cable does not have a clip on it, so it slipped out slightly. But as we can see here, well, as you can see as well as I can see, this is exactly as intended. What I am gonna do is do that. Okay, cool. Right, we have Ubuntu here. If we just do sudo apt install neofetch. Okay. Yes, no neofetch then. Right. Let's start the install process. So remember, what you're seeing here is exactly what is happening here. This is actual hardware. Instead of me doing it inside a virtual machine for a change, or a QEMU hypervisor, this is the actual hardware. So, we want English UK. We want English UK, yep. Continue. We will go for a minimal and not download updates, because whilst it says it downloads the updates, it never actually does, I found. Which is really rather annoying, considering you ask it to download and install, and it does not download and install, which is frankly ridiculous. You're probably wondering, why is that being shown over there? We will not. The reason why I've got that there for is to prove to you that this is indeed being shown correctly and properly. So there's no question about whether the authenticity of it. So let's just go Studio, and then let's just go login automatically. We will not be touching Active Directory yet, because I might do that one in the future. But what we can see here, it's currently creating the file system. Let's just give it a little rub and beg for it to work properly. Please, can you work for me? My sweet. So this laptop, well, it's now going to be previously, had. Sorry, just feeling up the case. It previously had CentOS on it, which is nice to know. Whilst that does, what we are going to do is we're just going to quickly open up the settings and actually have a look at the about, which should give us some more information. So, as we can see here, this is a Intel Core 2 Duo. What's reporting is Core 2 Duo, but what it shows here on the physical sticker is Intel Centrino 2 inside. Like, it's got the Intel sticker on it, so it might be correct, but at the moment it's just... Oh, I forgot I can't two-finger slide. It will not cha-cha real smooth down. But we've got... So it is a 64-bit CPU, which is good. Disk capacity of 320 gig, because this was from an era where hard drive manufacturers went, yeah, let's do odd-sized disks because fun. It's ridiculous. So two cores. It's not a powerhouse, but the point is, it's not meant to be a powerhouse. Like this is just to see what it works and what it can do. Reporting as is not owned by Process 0, but Process 999. Let's get up in a few. Okay, so it's having a pulse audio. It's fine. It will be fine. We'll just leave it alone. Yes, this is currently running on a USB stick, which you can't see, but is there. Yeah, it's there, but just another 4 or 5 inches between the two. So this is normally when I do like videos like this, I say, oh yes, this is what it would be like to do it on actual hardware. No, this is what it is like to do it on actual hardware, because what you see here is exactly what you will get. Exactly what you get. Maybe even if you're using the exact same style laptop. Now, the thing I love about this is, number one, it has a physical... That's the bloody thing. Has a hardware switch. There we go. It has a hardware switch for Ethernet, wireless. Because if you look at the top right hand side of the corner of the screen, there was a plane. That's me turning off the wireless. As we can see here, RF kill switch status. And doing that, it changes the RF kill switch status. Now, because this is got Ethernet, it doesn't matter how many times I flick it. It is indeed like hardware switches. Why did we get rid of them? Why did we get rid of hardware switches? I don't know. And that just amazes me that we ever got rid of hardware switches. Why did we do that? So also, this is... I've taken the battery out of this because A, I do not want to be killed by a 18650 power cell that thinks it's a pillow. B, well, it just makes more sense just to run it straight in power, considering how old the battery for that thing would be. Well, for this thing is. Considering we're talking Intel Centrino 2, so we're talking off the top of my head, based off of the looks of this and the amount of I/O on this thing. We've got line-in aux and 2 microphone and 2 headphone jack. We've got an SD card slot and a PCMCIA slot, as well as a IEEE 1394 to 2 USBs this side, VGA, 2 USBs plus another 1394 this side. Oh no, we only got one 1394 this side. In total, there's only one 1394. When I say 1394, I mean the Institute of Electronic and Electrical Engineering standard 1394, aka Firewire. There is one on this laptop. It is currently on the right hand side. I was looking at another studio that I have. Dell Studio. I have the monitor and the screen on it is just dead. So the only way I would be able to work with it is if, for example, I plugged the capture card in and did it through that, which I'm not going to do. I might plug it into a monitor though, and then do it like that. But so you're seeing this through a capture card. If you guys would like, I can share it to you. It's just it's cheap buy off Amazon. It's actually pretty good for what it is. But this is real time, exactly what's happening. So this may take a bit of time, considering the fact that it is old hardware. It's not older, it is old hardware. But as I can see, it's still going through the process. It's still doing the things. It's still happy. Which, if we ask ourselves, is that a good thing? The answer is, yeah, that's a good thing. So, whilst that does, what we will do, whilst we wait, we will indeed hydrate. Me being a typical English person, got myself a Sports Direct bucket. There is a joke in the United Kingdom that if you knock over one of these, you'll end up flooding the entire country. It's got coffee in it. Don't worry. I'm not just drinking out of a straw for no reason. It's just I like the metal straws. So just metal strawing, it's fine. Yes. So, considering what this has fantastic I/O. It's got physical hardware switches. The keyboard is nice to the touch. The where you put your wrists, where you put your hands to type, also nice to the touch, which is good for like something like this, considering it is chunky and it ain't thin by the smallest of margins. It's decent size. It's maybe about that much in height once it's closed. So it's a decent size. Like my MacBook is smaller than this. I might do some stuff with the MacBook as well, now that I've actually got a way of capturing the output properly, which is good. So some operating systems will indeed throw a fit because it sees this. Well, as you saw, it sees the capture card as a second monitor, which it technically is. Well, it's a pass-through, but it's just seen as a second monitor, so always fun. Grub install -4. So I will remember that. It's currently installing Grub, and what it's doing is it's force installing Grub. Now, I might need to remember that for next time I do Linux from scratch. Which now that I have a now that I actually have capture card, I might just install Linux from scratch on here. That would be a hell of a thing to do, considering it only has 2 cores and 4 gigs of RAM. However, I wouldn't mind doing this on here, because, you know, it's got the thing. I've also got other laptops I can do that too. So, you never know. Might see me running Linux from scratch on one of these. That would be rather cool, wouldn't it? So it's now just going through the process of removing software, going through the process. It's going through the usual process. It's coming to the end of the installation. So I'm not going to cut this down. What you're seeing here is exactly what you can expect to get. Like, it's proper, it's doing all the things, it's right on, which is what we want. It is the authentic experience, is what I should say. So, whilst we wait, we will indeed have a sip. Whilst we wait, we hydrate. So it is now just removing the things it doesn't need. Now that it has indeed installed, it's just going through the process of do everything it needs to. It's currently going through language packs. It is uninstalling the French language pack. Yes, I might do that one time just to see how well it would do, and I might make a quick short. Well, I might just make a joke with it. because this is now currently going through everything. It's, well, yeah, it's just doing the final cleanup by the looks of things. Yeah, it's removing. Yeah, it's just doing the final cleanup because there's Ramina, which is good. LibreOffice, Python, as well as a few other things. So this is only Ubuntu 20.04.6. But the reason why it's that one is because A, it's the long-term support version, and B, that's the most up-to-date Ubuntu ISO I have downloaded on my main system. Because if I just do that and then do that, as we can see here, yeah, the benefit of looking at you, or the benefit of having capture card, I can actually see, but you can see both as well as I can see both at the same time, which is pretty good. You know what? We like that. We like that, the ability to do this. So we're just, again, waiting. So what we will do, once this is finished with the installation, we will boot up. I may have to wait until this is fully booted up before I can then get it to do single monitor. Wait for it to boot up. I need to keep an eye on the time because I've got to make dinner soon. Breakfast, dinner, whatever you want to call it. Whatever it is, wherever you are. You know what? We'll call it that. Once this is done, we will boot into the system. I may have to change the monitoring setup around because it's going to go, whoa, I don't know what to do. Whoa. I don't know how Linux from scratch would handle this. That'll be an interesting find. We'll think about that. Yeah, we'll get this installed, boot up, and just do general install NeoFetch, run speed test just to see how it performs, and then just see if there's anything else we might want to do. Because this is entirely raw. This is going to... Admittedly, this laptop is a little bit old, so we will fully be expecting some potential issues with disk age, which is something I will check. That is something we will check, actually. Just to see the state of the disk, because I'm expecting it to be not happy. What I'm going to do is just whack in the mouse. I have to use the bloody trackpad because that trackpad does not play nice with my fingers. I don't like it. Yeah, so this trackpad on this laptop does not play nice with my fingers. It's the only complaint I have about this entire system. The bloody trackpad. Just doesn't feel right to me. But that's my only complaint about the system. Like, the keyboard feels nice. Like, the plastic. Like, it's plastic. Like, that's fair. Like, what were we expecting? But I don't care, because it feels all nice. So what we're going to do is we're just going to remove that. And then plug my mouse back into here. There we go. And then, come on, Python, make up your mind what you're doing. Make up your mind, buddy. Yeah, we're just gonna pause the recording. Okay, now that we have this is finished doing, this took about 28 minutes total. So what we're going to do is we're going to just quickly unplug that, then plug in the USB so I can have that. So installation is finished. You can continue testing Ubuntu now, but until you restart the computer, any changes or documents you make, documents you save will not be preserved. So restart now, which is what we want to do. At this point, it may go, please remove your media. It should go, please remove your media. Whilst we wait, we will indeed hydrate. Yeah, it's gone cold. Move the installation media. So One 32 gig verbatim USB stick. Enter. Might have aggressively smacked. I might have smacked that down too aggressively. Nope, that's fine. Oops. Yes, the PC adapter. I know there's PC adapter. Shut up, I don't care. Back in the days where 90-watt adapters were seen as necessary before it, otherwise it went. Aah! Strange, I know. So, as we can see here, there is nothing on this screen or that one over there. Oh well, this screen and yours. And that is genuinely just because we're waiting for this to boot up. If I place my hand. Okay, so it feels like the hard drive's on the left-hand side. So, again, this is just a matter of just sitting and waiting, so bear with me. Bear with me whilst we sit and wait. Just going to quickly plug that back in there, and then it was literally not even 5 seconds later, it's starting to do stuff. It won't show up over there at the minute because it's doing BIOSy things. Okay, so fonts check. We got to change console font. There we go. Alright, so what you're seeing there is just the output to the second monitor. Well, second monitor. Monitor. Because again, remember what I said? It thinks that our capture card is a second monitor, when in actual fact, it's not. Everything is going to think it's a second monitor, and computers that I plug this into is seeing this as a webcam, which is good. That's actually decent. That's actually a smart way of dealing with it. Because if it's seen as a webcam, like, bearing in mind, I didn't do like anything for this capture card at all. I just plugged it in and it's just gone, okay, I am webcam now. So this is just a matter of sitting and waiting. So once again, unplug, replug, and then pause. Okay, so good news. Good news, good news. We now have app system. So first things first is we're going to do that. And then we're going to learn why I hate Ubuntu. Okay, so settings, come on. Right. And display, mirror, apply. Cool. Right. Keep changes. So this is why I hate Ubuntu. It does this. Hey, connect your online account. No, I don't bloody want to. I'm not going to set up live patch either. And it already does a first report. But what we can do is don't upgrade. Yes, I have declined it. Have you? Shut up. Right. 2 cores. 64-bit CPU. BIOS is A08. As we can see here, we have an Intel Core 2 Duo, P8600, aka Intel Centrino at 2.4 gigahertz. We have a total of, like it says, RAM. It's not. It's that's interesting. Why is that reporting as 120 hertz? Don't know. Yes, we've got the usual. Yeah, so that's fine. We are not touching that. We're not looking at that. What the hell's going on here? Oh, yeah, that's fine. Do not send the system info. Why the hell are you even doing that? No location services. I know it's ready to go because I just set it up. Right. So we want to look at the about. This is device name studio, yada, yada, yada. Right. So open in terminal, sudo and install NeoFetch. You know, it would help if I could type the password correctly. Yep. So as we can see here, I will just do that. It might look a bit distorted for you over there. That's only because it's thinking it is at a 720p display when it's not entirely sure. Oh, I know why. It's because it's mirroring, so it's going, oh, I don't know. No. We won't mess around with that. So, fetch, and ta-da! So, what we indeed have here is this is a Studio 1537. I was correct. 1537 A08. The A08 is the brain catch up. That'd be fantastic. The A08 is the BIOS version. As we can see here, this is just about raw. So what we want to do is we want to do clear sudo at install speed test speed test CLI. Yep. So we're doing this just to get a true reading limit network speed, and then just speed test. So that is the server it's connecting it to. I've just realized that's my public IP address. Oh dear. So you get to see my public IP address, but that changes on a daily basis. Well, on a daily basis anyway. Once it hits a certain traffic limit, it changes. But I use it enough on the daily to the point where it changes, so it doesn't matter if I show you it. But it's reporting as 394 there, which is not bad. Well, 397.64, and then upload is. It's respectable. We will just do a Cloudflare test. We'll speed test just because we can. Then we will call it. So this is it's a raw, it's the raw system here. It's bang on. We actually come on. So yes, this is the disadvantages of it being an older system. Speed test.cloudflare.com. Okay, it might be speed.cloudflare.com. Yep, here it was. So, if I could remember things. Test can consume up to 200 megabytes worth of data. That's fine, I don't care. So we're getting decent ping. You also have to remember this is older hardware, so it's not gonna be the fastest of things, and that's fine. We don't need fast. If just when this laptop came out, which what we will do is we will just give it a check. So Dell Studio, help like a type Studio. 1548. I did say it was 48, didn't I? No, 1537. 1537. No, I meant to click reject. But yes, if we have a look at the Dell Studio 1537 and take into consideration that this is just give me the document. Yeah, so we're looking at very old. We're looking at least 13 years old. 13, 14 years old. So yeah, the fact that we can get this, we call that a victory. Because the idea of having speeds that fast 13, 14 years ago, mind-blowing. Absolutely mind-blowing. So this is realistic to what you can expect, what you can get. What you can expect to get is what I meant to say. Now, as we can see here, it's done. Ready. As we can see, it's reporting, yes. And that's not where I live. That's also not where Cockermouth is. Yeah, that's not where Cockermouth is. Yeah, that's not where I live. Oh, no, man, that is where Cockermouth is. So it's fine. I don't care. And plus it's an IPv6 address. I really don't care. You can see it because that's not where I live. But we've got a good speed, we've got some good latency. Considering the speeds. And this is what? 13, 14 years old? It's cold, it's brilliant. We won't complain at that one. We definitely won't snuff our nose up at that one. So, I might do some more stuff with this in the future. So, if you're not already followed, no, that's the wrong platform. If you're not already subscribed, maybe consider subscribing if you If you liked the video, hit the like button. If you disliked it, hit the dislike. They both seem to work, even though you can only see one of them. Maybe we'll do some more stuff with this in the future. Anyway, you have been amazing. And remember, when you use Linux, do not panic. That's my job. Anyway, I hope you have a good day, good evening, good night, good whatever it is, wherever you are. Bye.